Africa on DSTV Audio Bouquet. Channel 802.
It is 18 after 12 Central African time, and we're coming to you live from Johannesburg in South Africa. Now, U.S. President Donald Trump hosted leaders from Gabon, Guinea-Bissau, Liberia, Mauritania, and Senegal to discuss commercial opportunities. During a televised lunch at the White House, the African leaders lavished Trump with praise while encouraging U.S. economic partnership. Nisaise Mulumbi, the head of a leading non-governmental organization in Gabon, says the Trump administration's focus on Africa was down to increasing competition from rival powers, including China and Russia, adding that the countries that were invited have important minerals. And to unpack this, we are joined on the line by analyst Dr. David Matsanga. Dr. Matsanga, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on Africa Update.
Good afternoon, Lulu. Good afternoon, Africa. Good morning, Africa. Some parts of Africa in the morning session. Thank you, and the globe listening to us. Thank you.
Now, Dr. Matsanga, Trump invitation to leaders from these specific countries, I mean, Guinea-Bissau, Gabon, Liberia, Mauritania, and Senegal. What could it be? Could it only be about the economics, or is there something that we are perhaps missing?
First of all, this is a very dangerous trend that Africa and African Union must condemn. We have African Union Secretariat. We have African Union as our organization that unites us. For this method of colonial imperialistic approach of divide and rule, call 5, call 2, call 1, harass 1, intimidate 1, is the same thing that Bismarck, and I want to speak my mind, Bismarck used when he's looking at Africans as second-class inferior citizens, when they petitioned us without ourselves asking whether we want to be petitioned or not. Trump must and should be told without any reservations that we Pan-Africans, the younger generation, stand up and defend this continent against such divide and rule imperial doctrines of divide and rule, calling people for minerals. That's what they want to do for us. That's what they always call us. You call people and they say, do you have minerals? Do you have this? Do you have gold? Where is the American democracy? And African leaders are trooping in, walking, sitting, eating, as if there is no food in their countries. I am particularly very upset with that man of Senegal. He came to power through my television station interviews with you. You saw it. He was in jail. Nobody was even telling people to remove him from jail. Then he's there seated, telling people, I have come. Come, what? African leaders better get a better way. And African Union, I think it is dead.
What should the African Union be doing differently? Why do you feel that they're so indifferent and using your own words, dead?
It is dead. We elected a captured man, captured by the French. The French have penetrated our union. The French have divided our continent. They divide and create conflict in our continent. Now Trump is coming to divide us further. He's calling leader by leader. How many minerals do you have? Where is the democracy that America boasts itself of? It says democracy. What is it? Let's talk about agreements, sale agreements. We are selling ourselves and the future of our children. Congo sold itself minerals. Has the war ended? Has the war ended? Is the ceasefire holding? No. Very soon, Trump will have to see that what he's doing is rubbish, equivalent to stupidity, sardonic, prudish. I don't know whether he knows this English. He better knows that with some of us who studied English, started with very hard conditions. Therefore, we know English better. He can ask a man from Liberia whether he knows English, but not Matsanga. I can teach him political science up to the end if he wants. But Africans have come to speak. We must speak. The other time he embarrassed Ramaphosa. We kept quiet. Eh? How many presidents are you going to embarrass? Are we you women? Are we? Do you want to marry us, Mr. Trump? That Trump here. Do you marry to what? You want to marry us, men? We are men on this continent. We are not against any American citizen, but we want to have workmanship, working condition, programs that help both of us on equal terms. Support us, but don't direct us, don't humiliate us, don't police us. You have not ended the war in Sudan. The people of Sudan are dying every day. You are calling the people for minerals. Why don't you help us to end the war in Sudan? Why don't you send your tomahawks to stop the humanitarian catastrophe that is taking place in Libya? You dismembered Libya, you people in America, and we kept quiet. Gaddafi was feeding his people. His people now are the poorest on the continent of Africa. How long are we going to keep quiet? And our presidents, whom we elect with majority votes, not fake, not through courts, like Trump went to court. Eh? Not our presidents we elect sound like children. No.
Dr. Matsanga, why does it seem like African leaders are keen to bow down to criticism when it comes from Donald Trump instead of just standing up against him? Where are our leaders lacking?
Some of them are paupers. They don't have their country at how. Why don't you stand like a Nyerere? Why don't you stand like a Sekuture? Why don't you stand like a Senghor? Why don't you stand like a Nkrumah, Lumumba, Obote, Jomo Kenyatta, Gabriel Nasser, America Bureau? Why? Why do you go there begging, oh, sir? Even one of the presidents was saying, sir. And one of the things that I want to alert the world, they are calling those leaders to isolate Burkina Faso. But Trump, you touch Burkina Faso, you have brought hell in the Sahel region. We are aware of your mechanism. We are aware what you want to do to Burkina Faso. You are aware that you want to isolate these countries in the Sahel, then attack Traore. We are aware. Every African, this time it will be a do or die. Mister, you are doing some things you wanted. What do you want? Nobel Prize? We can give it without you mortgaging us, humiliating our leaders. Humiliating. And
Dr. Matsanga,
Union,
it's always a pleasure having you on the show. We'll leave it there for today. Thank you for joining us on Africa Update. It is 28 after 12 Central African time, and we're coming to you live from Johannesburg in South Africa.
Ahoy, matey!
Captain here to help, right, boys?
Set sail with us on a digital voyage like no other. Channel Africa has a treasure trove of awesomeness. That is our website and social media pages.
Tell me, why are you